Okay. Well, we did an amazing job. That was a good.
Okay, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lockout. We just did a whole little intro, and we're gonna redo it because you guys couldn't hear us. Um, my name is Nat, and I'm joined by Mime today. How are you doing?
I'm still doing good. Not gonna believe it. We're looking into this matchup between Kapow and Budgie versus Antoo and Tiger. Should be a big one.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I've been really looking forward to this match. I think we've been all hyping up the big content creators, but these are four very competitive players. We've seen their names many times in many various tournaments. They're all pretty, like well known, mostly in ranked, but uh, there's some AA background. There's some various other versions. So yeah, lots to see today.
Yeah, and I'd also like to add on that like a lot of these big names in the tournament, the people that, like were known for like previous lockout tournaments, they probably haven't been practicing as much as some of these other people. So
hmm
I wouldn't necessarily rule any of these people out from contention. Um,
No, absolutely. I know, like, I think Kapow and MrBudgie have been practicing quite a bit, right?
Yeah, and I mean all four of these people have like great mechanics. They can hang with the content creators and these like big name teams. It's more just can they build that lockout experience within the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Tiger having so much AA experience is definitely going to factor in well. I think in general, we've seen everybody who has AA experience do well in Lockout just because it's like a very similar style in the fact that you have to balance so many different uh, moving parts within the event, and a lot of the things that you need to do for these random little.
I'm
Uh,
sorry to interrupt, but I think we've got our board.
yeah, we do have our board.
I think we're starting in 2 seconds.
I'm excited. Now let's take a look at this board. We have the most unique crafts on here. This is a fun one because it can go back and forth between the teams throughout the match.
Yeah, I'm looking at this board and we do have some PvP happening already. Um,
Oh, and Tiger's dead.
yeah, I was the only one
Bang.
with a wood
Oh,
sword. I don't know if we saw it the early
Antoo's
game,
dead.
but blue team funneled their wood together, and they easily win this PvP duel at the beginning. This board isn't crazy fast besides the death one that we just saw get achieved. Um, and we'll see. I think the tempo here is really going to help blue team a lot. Just the fact that they're out here first, while red team is kind of second to decide what happens in this game.
Yeah, seeing Kapow taking this ocean really, really early with a dolphin. Not gonna have like a boat or anything, but I think in general we've seen players who just go for an early ocean push, be really rewarded just because shipwrecks are so useful. You get so much early hardware, and getting a BT map can really push you forward in some of these advancements.
Yeah, and blue team like pushing for that the early like positioning in the in the ocean, as well as like getting the early game goal of the kill. Um, that puts them in a really good spot here. And we also see Budgie finding a village and an outpost. Um, I can't tell if Tiger's going to the same village. I don't know. I didn't see the ruin portal on Budgie's screen, so I don't know if we'll have an altercation.
And yeah, there's that BT map for Kapow. So that should give him some early hardware, early advancements. Um, let's take a monument for Antoo, but you're gonna get donged, so not able
Yeah,
to really get anything out of that.
I mean they still get the goal out of it, evening the score. I'm kind of ignoring the unique crafts one because we'll see how that shapes out in the late game. But it's going to trade off a lot here in the early game, and it won't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. Um, and yeah, it gets to be a fun one in late game. We have a village here for MrBudgie and Tiger. Is this the same village?
I
Is the
think these are different.
question.
But we see Budgie crouching, so I'm wondering if they saw a tag.
Oh yeah, this is looking like Budgie. It does look similar. Like the biomes are looking similar. We have this church here.
Budgie sees it. They're fighting.
Oh yeah. Budgie's gonna
And Budgie has a
should get
teammate Iron
Tiger.
Golem too.
True. Tiger's having to outrun the Iron Golem and Budgie, but Budgie running away.
Oh,
Both.
Tiger's doing.
Tiger solo and Andrew
Andrew
drowned
drowned. It
in
didn't
the
seem intentional. Yeah,
shipwreck.
those are two really bad deaths. But look at Tiger's respawn. He doesn't have
Oh, he set
the
his spawn in the village.
yeah, but he doesn't have any tools to fight. This should be really comfortable for Budgie if they can get time to eat. But
The
3 hearts isn't
Budgie
a
is
lot.
low. Oh
Yeah, this is fine.
no, yeah, just with the axe, it's axe versus fist is much too powerful. MrBudgie's gonna get that brewing
This
stand,
definitely is awkward though. Budgie, I don't know if Budgie has set their spawn yet. They should if they haven't.
and yeah,
Right.
Antoo taking that. Oh, Antoo drowned on purpose. Oh, for the dong. Okay.
Okay. And then I mean Tiger has the sword now, so this is actually a real fight that we're gonna see here. And I mean Budgie's only at half HP. This is actually in Tiger's favor at this point.
Yeah. And if Tiger can get Budgie here after Budgie has looted a large part of this
Ooh, nice
village.
crit.
Oh, but Tiger's so low. Okay, there we go. That's crazy. MrBudgie just being a lot stronger here at this PvP.
Budgie could actually craft a shield and go back into fight, and it's kind of a weird thing because Tiger won't want to hit that shield at all,
Yeah.
because it just gives an advancement. Um, pretty much meaning that like any fight will go in Budgie's favor. But it seems like they're electing not to do that.
Yeah, and Budgie's actually out of the village here. Gotten what he's wanted out of it, which was the brewing stand, some beds, um, and a little bit of hardware as well. So, pretty reasonable. Brewing stand will be helpful. We have two potions on the board here.
Yeah, and we also see Antoo going for, I think they're trying to overlap kill 100 mobs and deal 400 damage. I feel like deal 400 isn't super great on fish, but this is definitely going to help with kill 100. They're just farming these cod right here.
Yeah. Yeah, fish is just like the easiest thing to do when you're trying to
I think
kill a
Kapow
lot of
just
mobs.
crafted a diamond hoe.
Oh,
Uh,
it's
it's at
okay.
least a unique craft.
True.
um, yeah, I'm really surprised. I really feel like Shield needs to come off this board soon. It looks like Budgie's looking for it. But they have a lot of ways to get rid of it. They had that outpost they could have gone to. Um, they also had the Iron Golem, but I guess the Iron Golem's dead. So maybe not the Iron Golem. But that's probably the next fastest thing on this board besides maybe full leather armor, but I haven't seen anyone really grinding full leather. We're also
Yeah.
seeing Tiger push for 7 unique workstations.
This is a good one to push for, especially since MrBudgie wasn't really able to claim everything in the village. So that should go in Tiger's favor here. And now we're seeing MrBudgie grinding out some of these cows. It's kind of one of those things where, oh, there's actually was two brewing stands in this village.
Oh, and we
Um,
missed it, but Kapow just crafted a campfire, and they easily fill it with 4 food. It's an
oh, I didn't see that one
easy
on the
goal.
board. Yeah. Yeah, so we're up to, we're going to call this 2-2 because of the unique crafts is kind of can go back and forth.
Yeah, we're just not sure where Unique Crafts is gonna land.
Yeah, this board is really interesting. We have like quite a few of these early game things, and then a lot of late game things that is kind of will only come to if we get that far along and nobody takes an early lead here.
Yeah, the Nether control on this board is pretty decent, honestly. In terms of like lines here, one of these teams should probably be looking into a cave line soon. We
Hmm.
have a lot of good overlaps here with like Activator Rail into like a Nether Enter and getting Comparator and Daylight Detector, as well as just like Nether Tempo is just valuable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have a saddle here on the board as well. So trying to get that out of the fortress is generally the easiest place to find it. Just because temples have been so nerfed in this version, but it's not the only place.
Yeah.
You can also get it from
Yeah,
what's
and
it
it
called?
looks like a lot of both teams are both pushing for kill 100 mobs. Everyone's just farming besides Antoo at this point. Antoo is looking for that cave line, and hopefully they see everything. I'm not sure if they brought down like sand for the glass. That's like the only thing they probably needed to bring.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Trying to kill the
I
bat
is that
there.
no, I can't tell if that's sand or birch planks on their hotbar, but
I
they
think that's birch planks.
um are they really going for a bat kill? That's funny.
I know. I'm like, I don't know if this is the most useful use of your time. Yeah, no,
Honestly,
that is birch planks.
getting first and nether here is going to be pretty useful in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. I
There's
agree.
also like 15, level 15. You're probably going to win the 20 advancement race. I really think Antoo's in like a pivotal position. Like if they can just,
Mm-hmm.
because no one else is ready to enter the nether unless they find a surface lava pool.
I
And no one's ready
also
to enter with redstone either.
I kind of don't love that both Kapow and MrBudgie, like I think one of them needs to, yeah, get down into these caves and start working on these redstone things. And like you said as well, start working on potentially getting into the nether.
Allegedly, Budgie has a lava pool near the village. We just need to see if Budgie routes back to that.
Okay.
Because that would be pretty influential. Especially if they could also just get a cleric trade for redstone. Like that is like truly the fastest line
That's
here
true.
probably.
That's true, actually. And we do know that MrBudgie does have that brewing stand, so pretty easy to just find any villager and turn them into a cleric.
True, but it is starting to turn nighttime, so it's going to get a little harder to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I was paying more attention to Budgie. I don't know exactly where they're going, if they're going to new areas or going backwards, but it looks like they're really focusing on getting full leather. And I don't blame them. This probably has been on the board a little too long.
Yeah, no, this is a fun play. And then we do have Kapow working on some shipwrecks
Oh my
and
god.
making their way towards this BT. Dude, Antoo, hello,
Yeah,
careful.
and Antoo definitely thought they had blocks on their hotbar, and they did not. They almost dropped to just a stray creeper. Um,
Oh,
and
okay,
we're
another
seeing a fight
PvP
here with
here between MrBudgie and Tiger once again. These two have been going
nobody
at
wants
it
to
with
break
each
his
other.
shield, and there it is. What an awkward fight.
Yeah.
Budgie just takes the advancement and leaves, and now we're in a boat chase, and this is just gonna be probably monotonous if they stay in the water. We'll see if they try and get into a fight. There's a lava pool there, but I doubt either of them is going to let the other one enter.
Okay, yeah. This is very anticlimactic boat chase right now. I feel like we need like racing music, the car music, like do 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 do.
Yeah, except both cars are running at the exact same speed, and it's just clunky. Oh, this is a little awkward, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's there's I really don't see this. Um, nothing. I don't
Wait,
think
okay, Tiger's
anything's going
getting
to come
out of
out
the
of
boat.
this.
No, that was not more efficient.
Yeah, I really don't think anything's going to come out of this chase.
Okay, Tiger's going backwards.
And we can see Antoo getting redstone, so it looks like they're pushing for that line. I mean, they need iron to make activator rail. Um, and really, like, they're the only one pressuring Nether right now. I don't know if Kapow has an enter nearby. Um, Budgie's crafting leather armor right now, um, which is probably why they didn't want to fight Tiger there, and they get it. Yeah, a little interesting. I'm surprised. I thought Tiger had the intel about the outpost. I thought the outpost was just like the clear like easiest way to get your shield disabled. Unless I'm misunderstanding if it has to be like an axe disable. Um, oh yeah, it probably has to be fully disabled. Yeah, that's just it. Um, so yeah, just a little awkward.
Oh, we've already hit actually kill 100 mobs and do 400 damage. Each taken by one of the teams respectively. Yeah, both of these teams were grinding that pretty hard, so I'm not surprised to see that being taken. And we are going to be seeing Tiger entering the nether here. With that armor as well going to be taken. But, our score is up to I'm going to call it 3-6, but it's not, dude, Tiger is doing a wood light, okay.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like it's not, like, really accurate just because Antoo does have such a advantage here on this
yeah.
redstone
There's a lot of
advancements.
lines here that Antoo's in favor of getting, and if
Yeah.
Antoo can pull them off, like I almost want to say that they're favored, even though they're behind. Because like having Nether priority will also help you with that unique crafts, and that'll probably make it a lock for them. Um, we'll see though how they play the Nether. It's very possible that they just can't box out the blue team out of the Nether. But there's a lot of ways this can come down. This is a very close game so far.
And I'm not surprised to see this being such a close game. These are four, like we said, really competitive players. So yeah, no surprise there. We're gonna see MrBudgie back in a new village here with a blacksmith, getting some iron out of this golem. Take a
Yeah,
peek here in a moment. What's in this blacksmith chest? Nothing helpful.
and I think the question really is right now, like, what is Kapow and Budgie's game plan right now? Like, which one of them is
Mhm,
pushing for an enter? I think Kapow has like 10 levels, which is pretty good. But I feel like Tiger, if he can get into a waste, he's going to just catch up in levels. I mean,
mhm.
Red Team has full control of this Nether. It almost looks like Tiger's already
Yeah,
in. Antoo's
and
probably
Antoo
going to be
does
ready
have
soon.
Antoo does have 10 levels as well. Obviously, Tiger is the first one in the Nether, but kind of either one of those two would be fine to take that.
Yeah, there's a lot of goals they just need to close out here. They just need to make sure 20 advancements doesn't get stolen from them. Like it should be theirs. If they find like one Nether structure, that'll give them like two or three. One of them makes a
Mhm.
crossbow. There's a lot of ways to get this done.
Yeah, return to sender there for Tiger, so that's going to be another one moving forward. Unfortunately, the the bigger advancements don't actually mean anything, but
Yeah.
that'd be cool if they did
And we
do
actually see
extra.
Tiger has everything here for daylight detector, so he's gonna get that done. And then Antu will hopefully come in with the stuff for comparator. Um, but we also see Kapow's now entering, so this is where things get a little more interesting. We're probably going to see a fight,
Mhm.
or I don't know. It might depend on everyone's play style here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see
So
a Nether fight.
far, it feels like all 4 of these players are into doing the PvP, like, none of them have been really shying away from it. So I'm looking forward to seeing some fights here in the Nether because, yeah,
Yeah.
these are kind of 4 more
Wow,
aggressive teams.
that is one of the spawns of all time for Kapow, just in a wall. Um, but they do get quartz at least. I mean, Antu's kind of racing them here with just like overworld,
Yeah,
XP. Like, um, it's actually like kind of close. And I mean, Kapow,
but Andrew's not grinding it, like, Kapow is kind of pushing
yeah,
harder for
but
these
Kapow
quartz
is also
potentially.
in a wall. Like Kapow, like even though like quartz is typically better, Kapow is just like in the worst position ever, to grind this out. But it doesn't actually look like Antu's pushing for it. They're skipping over a lot of redstone. So maybe they were just mining diamonds because diamonds are awesome.
Yeah, good for PvP. Have a little bit more armor because none of these players are actually have that much armor on them. MrBudgie is gonna have that iron chest plate from the blacksmith, so that's gonna put him at kind of the highest advantage as far as this armor goes. Um, yeah, the rest of these players not really having much.
It's looking like Kapow's gonna get 15 levels here. They're very close. Tiger's starting it, but they're just way too far behind at this point.
Hmm.
Even though Kapow is strip mining, yeah, there it is. It's gonna be done.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's good that at least good for Tiger that Kapow got it now. Then Tiger investing too much time into mining quartz before he realized that Kapow was just going to take it.
yeah, and it's probably not the greatest thing that they lost 15 levels, but honestly, it was kind of not the easiest thing for them to hold. I mean,
Hmm.
Tiger did just spawn in like SSV, just like no nearby quartz to really grind it. But it's not the worst one for them to give up. They really do need to lock in these other Nether goals. Because if Kapow gets um, their own presence in the Nether, this game probably starts leaning back towards blue.
Hmm.
Um,
Absolutely.
there's just like
I do think it looks like Antu is grinding out just raw iron here in this cave, and that's going to be working towards these minecart. Uh, yeah.
yeah, wow, Budgie's got a gnarly cave who is also grinding out a good bit of iron I've been watching. Um,
For the minecart, is it how many minecarts do you need?
I don't know. I've never done this one before. Do you have to get all of
Oh,
them?
yeah, that's a lot of iron.
I assume that's all of them. Like what? That's like five.
Yeah, and that's kind of a huge time sink just
Yeah,
having to craft that much iron.
especially
And
when the
both
comparators on the board too.
yeah, both of these teams going for it. So whoever ends up taking it um is gonna like be at a pretty big advantage just because the enemy team is gonna have already sank so much into it. Yeah, chat telling us it's gonna be 30 iron total. It's
Yeah,
kind of awful. But Antu is already at 21. And MrBudgie is that
and this is
I can't
interesting. I
see.
don't think I can't tell if Tiger or Budgie are. I mean, Tiger or Kapow are like hunting after each other, but I don't think they are. They're in completely different areas. Whoever gets like a fortress here first gets a good advantage, probably just in terms of
Hmm.
advancements and also mob spawner. Um,
And the saddle as well.
as
So
a
quite a few
saddle as
things
well,
you
yeah.
can get in this fortress. We do have two end game things on the board. We have chorus fruit and dragon egg, but I uh, yeah, we probably won't see either of these players really pushing for that until the very
Yeah, we'll,
end.
we'll see how that shapes out in a bit. It's probably going to take a
Yeah.
while before we get to that. Um, so yeah, I mean, like the next goal to really be seeing getting pushed for is like 20 advancements. I don't remember seeing any of these teams push for any of the easy advancements in the overworld. Like I don't think I ever saw tactical fishing happen, but it's totally possible I just missed it. So we'll see. It does look like Antoo's going up, and they're looking at it. They're at 16
Oh,
advancements right
Kapow
now.
has a bastion here.
Oh yeah, this
Um,
is bad news for Antoo and Tiger, um, especially if Tiger doesn't find something soon.
mhm,
Because if I'm Kapow and I loot this bastion and I get fire res, I'm probably going to run down Tiger and get full control of the Nether. Um,
mhm. Yeah, this isn't so we don't have any like bastion specific advancements on the board. Like we don't have like Crine or Respawn Anchor or anything like that. But in general, having a bastion is just like so nice and easy to do because you just get so many items from it. You get pearls, you get fire res. It's also a housing bastion, so pretty straightforward. It's like a little bit more annoying. You're not going to get as many pigs because of the brutes in this version.
yeah.
But
It's also going to help with 20 advancements like a lot. Like I mean, you just get
mhm.
shiny war pigs, and then you also get crossbow advancements. There's a lot here that can happen.
Yeah,
Um,
Crying Obby as well as an advancement.
Respawn
Obby,
anchor. There's so many advancements that you can do in this bastion as long as you're just
yeah.
paying attention. Also, a bunch of unique crafts you can get done here,
Mhm.
because we'll likely see that getting moved around once
Yeah,
some
because
teams
right
start looking
now,
at it.
Antu and Tiger have that unique crafts just because Antu's been doing all the redstone stuff. But it's yeah, and yeah, this is the problem with this version. Literally, Kapow is like no pigs. He's having to do a secondary hole here, to get these pigs aggroed on him because you can't toggle the hard. The brutes are gonna mean there's less
Yeah.
regular pigs
And
spawning.
we can see Antoo's pushing for 20 advancements on their team now. They need to get this done before Kapow locks in and does a bunch. I don't know what
Yeah,
the current advancements are, but I really feel like they're in a position where this could totally get taken from them.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah,
like
especially
Budgie's back
they
on
know
surface.
they know that Kapow is in the Bastion
Eight,
now, so they know.
it's
Yeah, he's just
18
gonna.
to 18 in terms of advancements. So like this should really be Kapow's. But I mean, Budgie gets CD place. Like it's really going to be hard for them to hold on to this. I mean, for
Mhm.
red team to even get this, I don't even know if it's holding on to it. It's just not theirs at this point.
Yeah, just with this Bastion, like it's
Yeah,
so hard
there we go.
to yeah,
Blue
take
gets 20.
aim. Okay, yeah, that was the last one actually. Take aim from Kapow is gonna claim that 20 advancements. And now it's not in a bad place or anything for Antu and Tiger, but like Tiger needs to find a fortress ASAP because uh yeah, we're not in, the best place.
I,
I'd also like to see Antu take this minecart as well.
I would say this is honestly actually a pretty bad place for Antoo and Tiger. I don't want to say there's no hope, but it is getting rough here with Kapow being the only one that has a bastion. There's a lot of things Kapow can. Kapow has all the authority in the Nether right now. Tiger pretty much has nothing going for them. Um, I mean, well, actually, Tiger did just find a bastion. I didn't actually notice that. I can't. I don't know if this is the same one as Kapow's. I don't think Kapow's was in
I don't think
like
it was
this
in a
buried.
crimson.
I don't think it was this buried either. But it is a housing, so it might be. Maybe we were misremembering. They're crouching,
Um,
and their compass points right at it. I think this actually
okay,
is the
okay,
same
okay.
bastion.
Yeah, it is the
So
same
yeah,
one.
this fight could change everything. Tiger
Mhm.
needs to get um, in before Kapow is ready. But
Yeah,
it's
so
almost
Kapow is
it's
gonna have
yeah.
more armor here and gonna be taking some fire res. So it's just a matter of if Tiger can kind of do the sneak attack here. So far, I don't think Kapow is aware.
Yeah, did Tiger not get the
Um,
advancement? Am I missing something? Or do they already have it?
oh yeah, because you should.
They totally like were in the bounding box, I thought. Maybe they were on top. Um, But yeah, their only hope here is a sneak attack.
Which, like, the second you get the advancement, it's just like Kapow's gonna
Yeah, so
know.
they're trying to get as close as they can without getting the advancement. Tiger did get the advancement. Okay, we just missed it then. So they're just
Okay.
trying to find where where Kapow is. Kapow coming
Oh,
up. Oh,
first crit coming off for Tiger. We're gonna have a slightly delayed stream on one end, but
oh,
both low, and Tiger's gonna
oh!
crit.
Wow, half a heart. That is a huge swing for Tiger. That is a huge. That is the one fight they needed to win to bring this game back, and now it's like in their control. There's so much going for them now.
Holy, okay, now this has completely changed the game. Yeah, Tiger winning that on just one heart. That was kind of as close as it can get on a PvP. Very impressive. Yeah, successfully did the sneak attack as well. Tiger having the height advantage on that really put him at advantage. Can be taking that gap just to get health back up to a good place. Now Tiger has all of Kapow's loot, and hopefully he can be on his way to a bastion, and this is going to completely change things. We're at 5-9, 5-8, basically. Um, okay, finally an amethyst geode as well here
Yeah,
for Antoo.
but
So
it
that
might
is going
be
to
too
be
little, too late. We actually see Budgie has a spyglass in the jungle
oh,
already, so this is
and
it's
it's
already
just a matter
gone.
of finding a pair. Oh, there it
Yeah,
is. Is it a bird? Okay.
yeah. So unfortunately, a little bit of a waste of time for Antoo. But it's still a dicey game. I mean, Tiger has the full Nether presence. There's a lot that can still happen. Um, they have control over most of the board that's remaining, but I mean, that is still a sizable lead for Budgie and Kapow. Like this is still very much a game they can win.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that there's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of easy advancements left that they can really contest for. I mean, ride a horse is probably like one of the next things they can do. That they really, and I mean, the minecart one. I just don't know what the iron count is for everybody here. Um,
Yeah, I see. Andrew has 11 ingots and 12 smelted, so that's oh my god, quick math,
It's
23?
20, yeah, 23. They're in the ocean. Like they're totally gonna hit a shipwreck and probably get enough iron. I don't know if they have the TNT for it. That's probably like the next like annoying thing in that advancement to have. Um, but
Oh yeah, here's a
yeah,
shipwreck.
and like no one on the blue team is really digging down, so I really don't feel like mob spawner is gonna get stolen from Tiger. I really hope that it doesn't. Um, can't tell if that's like yeah,
Oh,
Nether
fortress
fortress.
for Tiger. Okay, this is huge.
Yeah, that easily gets them mine mob spawner, and it gives them a chance to push for endgame, as well as they can hopefully get saddle here. I don't know how much obby they got, but there's a lot of like nice things they can do here with an early blind. If they can get saddle from the fortress, they can ideally blind in a crimson and get Zoglin and hopefully find a horse when they're outside.
Mhm, mhm.
And they're really in a
Yes.
position where an early blind is like totally fine for them because like they just have such a huge lead on the nether that like it's almost impossible for Kapow to really contest any of these endgame goals.
Yeah. Yeah, this is yeah, even though we are at like 610, it looks like it's a bad place for Antoo and Tiger. It's actually like a lot more in their favor just because of this nether control that Tiger has. And uh but MrBudgie here grinding that iron as well. So minecart is definitely a push that they're both going for. Unfortunately, that shipwreck that Antoo came up on didn't have any um uh any iron in it. So just having to grind for it, melting this iron. And yeah, chat mentioning that Tiger uh there was no good or bad part of this bastion. We did not find a fort saddle.
I
We
think
did not find any wart.
yeah, they had
Does
one
Tiger
chest
have
I
wart?
saw. I mean, they actually did have ward at the housing bastion if they go back.
Oh, true, 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 true. I don't
But
think either of them picked it up. No, I know for sure that MrBudgie didn't pick it up. Yeah, no, it's not in there.
yeah, it's just gotta be like that kind of heads up play. But there is like they really do probably want to get comparator closed out because that is like
Mhm,
something that Kapower Budgie could just push for, especially just like with a village trade and like a lava pool. That is probably not something they want to get stolen. Um,
mhm.
taking wax off of a copper block looks like what Kapow is pushing for. I don't know what they're going to try and overlap with these bees here, but this could just be a bit of a time sink. I don't think Antoo has been thinking about that, so it's probably going to work out in Kapow's favor, but um, Typically, you'd probably want to have a nice overlap here.
Dude, not the admin going in spectator over to see if the ward is still in the housing bastion. That's hilarious. Yeah, bees is such a time sink. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, MrBudgie and Kapow only have 3 advancements left. And they could technically, if they got like wax comparator and minecarts, that could be GG. Because they don't want it to push the end game. They want to close this out sooner than later. Because as
Yeah.
soon as we start getting towards these later advancements, there's just such an advantage with uh, all the
Kapow,
pearls
Kapow
and
already gets
rods.
the wax. That's actually really
Oh, that was pretty
fast for
fast.
how long
Okay.
I really feel like they weren't there that long. I guess they were just there when it turned daytime, and it was just a good beehive. Um, yeah, this is. I mean, there's a line. There's potential for Antoo and Tiger. It's probably still in Budgie and Kapow's favor. They really have like enough goals they can probably like sneak them out. It's more just will Antoo and Tiger be um, like conscious enough or like cognizant of like what their opponents want here, and their opponents want probably ride a horse, minecarts, and comparator. Those are probably the 3 ones that are the most likely to get off the board soon. Um, so they need to pressure those because everything else they have a huge advantage on, even though they don't actually have wart. But their opponents just don't know that, so they're probably not going to be
Yeah.
contesting that.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I need Tiger to think about. I mean, I guess it's not the most like time efficient to go back to the housing bastion, but I feel like you just need to do that and
Yeah.
take the wart
Yeah.
because like not having those potion advancements is just gonna hurt you. Obviously, these potions like aren't
Oh,
are kind of
nice.
annoying. I think one of them is that invisibility.
I believe that is. I mean,
Invisibility is a
Tiger's working to get Zoglin here and get out, which is also going to help get some of the other goals. Like they can maybe come back and do comparator. Um, but yeah, invisibility is pretty annoying. But it's not the worst thing ever, at least.
and then is that poison at the top?
Yeah, that's poison.
Okay.
See how Tiger does this. I forget how baby hoglins work. I don't know if he fed a red mushroom to them. I don't know if you can even feed babies red. I've never done it with a baby
I don't
before.
know. And
Yeah, I don't see it. I wonder if it despawned or if
And
it's just like
doing it on a server we've seen in general is yeah, okay. This is what I was gonna say, is that you can't do it like this on a server.
yeah.
It doesn't work because other people have the overworld loaded, and so you have to actually do it as a team of 2. Yeah, he's actually gonna message. Uh,
You are just a more. Yeah, this is unfortunately kind of a knowledge diff just on how like multiplayer works, and they're just losing time to this. It's not the greatest thing, but it's also not a complete disaster. Tiger realizes they need to push for redstone here. Um, they're asking for an explanation. Um,
yeah, basically, for those of you who don't know, yeah, because the overworld is loaded, it just despawns the Zoglin, so you have to do it with your teammate and have like you do it on separate portals.
that's one
Have 2
way.
portals.
There's a couple other gimmicks you can use. Like you could technically use one in. You could use the structure-based hoglin. Those never despawn, like ones that spawn in bridge or stables.
Mhm.
Or you could also just feed it the red mushroom, but that only works on adults. So Tiger was kind of doomed that they had a baby. But when you feed it the red mushroom, they don't despawn when they go through the portal.
Yeah, so Tiger now thinking about probably these potions would be the next for him on the board. Antoo's the one with all the stuff, almost all the stuff for the mine carts. I see 2 in his hotbar. So I'm not sure how much we're missing still of these minecarts. I'm guessing we're still missing some iron.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that it's still on the board at this point, considering we're what 30 minutes deep. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
30
because
iron,
oh wait, actually, no. Yeah,
and there it is.
MrBudgie
Budgie gets
took
them.
it.
Yeah,
Uh, oh, that's really tough for Antoo and Tiger because Antoo has sunk so much time into grinding this iron, and just all
yeah.
of that time is going to be lost.
Antoo
So,
probably needs to devote their life to crafting. Um,
mhm,
this is not a good position to be in.
no, no, because one more advancement. We need to get comparator from Antoo, and Tiger and I just don't think they're going to take it because MrBudgie is entering the Nether. I believe that he has everything he needs from the overworld for it.
Yeah, and we'll see if Budgie remembers that they left Wart at the housing bastion, because like that could just win them the game here. I think Budgie did have a brewing stand in their inventory. I don't think they brought a water
Tiger's the one
bottle.
with the brewing stand here.
I think they might have both had one. I
Okay,
could be
okay,
wrong
okay, okay.
though.
Yeah, because
The
if Tiger takes or if Budgie takes brewing comparator, it's just GG.
Yeah,
Unless one of these, yeah,
happening now.
I think
There
you're
it
right.
is.
I think, yeah, okay, never mind. I was gonna say if Antoo can steal back unique crafts, but it's just too little, too late. Kapow and MrBudgie, despite that death in the Bastion, are gonna take this one out and take the first point on the board for this match.
Yeah, and I mean there was definitely hope here at a point for Antoo and Tiger, but they just let a couple of these goals just slip through that they
Hmm.
really need to lock up. They were like early game dependent, or I wouldn't say early game, but just like non-nether related task.
Hmm. Yeah, like losing the 7 workstations was kind of a gnarly one to lose. Campfire is also like a really easy one to pick that they didn't do. Also both teams grinding the 100 mobs and losing that, cost some time, the 20 advancements. So yeah, just kind of a few things here that it's kind of like all small things, but that's all you need to add it up. Like we said, this board had a lot of early game stuff and then a couple of late game things. So getting those early game things is kind of, it's just a quick match then.
Yeah, I mean this game was actually like I know it's a 13-6, but it really felt a lot closer than that.
Hmm.
Because Tiger did have the advantage in terms of a lot of other related goals. But like they didn't close them out, and I mean that's just how the game goes.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, it was very well played by Kapow and Budgie. I mean, they did play the early game just better. They
Hmm.
didn't get a huge advancement lead, but they did just have the big tempo gap at the beginning, which gave them an advantage until Tiger eventually dropped Kapow in the Bastion.
Hmm.
But it
Yeah, and
didn't end up mattering.
if we had made it to late game, I definitely think it could have gone the other way, just because of those advantages that Tiger had. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you can't close out that early game stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, Tiger also did get a little bit hosed in that fortress.
Hmm.
Like it did kind of block a lot of the lines that they had. But also like Kapow and Budgie didn't necessarily know that. But they really needed to get Comparator off that board earlier. I think Tiger was working on it. They just didn't have the stone ready. And it was just a little bit too slow.
Yeah, yeah. Um, well, okay, we'll be heading into the next round shortly. Do you have any predictions, Mime?
They're very actually like similar teams. Well, they're even teams. I don't know if they're similar. I liked what Tiger did a lot in that first game, honestly. There was some micro that Tiger definitely didn't know, like the Hoglin Zoglin thing.
Yeah, that's
Is definitely
tough.
just that is just like a knowledge diff. Just definitely hasn't done that advancement on a server before. Um, but I mean, the PvP was very interesting to see. But I do think Kapow and Budgie are probably just better. They were in a lot of better positions, and the only reason that game really like became close was because of that kill that Tiger got, which to be fair, like I'm not gonna say it was a miracle or like Tiger got lucky, but it definitely was like the fight that advantaged Kapow. Like Kapow should not be losing that fight in reality.
Hmm. Hmm.
Kapow had fire res. Kapow, I think, had a lava bucket, and that should normally just be enough. Um,
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I think, just the like really what won Tiger with the fight was first of all like the surprise factor, but also the height advantage. Like we've seen so many fights go one way purely because of that height advantage. It's just so much easier to land a crit onto somebody. And like yeah. So but it was close. Like it's not like Kapow didn't or sorry, not Kapow. Was it? Yeah, it was Kapow. It's not like Kapow didn't like put in some good damage. Tiger was on 1 HP. So um if that fight had gone differently, then this would be a very different narrative of closeness.
Absolutely. But it did feel like for most of that game, it was like in Kapow and Budgie's favor. Um, but there was that one little mix-up when Tiger got that kill, but it wasn't enough, I guess.
I think I think the board might really determine where this next seed goes, just because it does feel like Antoo and Tiger have are like maybe a stronger grasp on that late game stuff. So if it ends up being a slower board, that could uh go more in their favor. Um versus yeah, some of like because I do know that I'm pretty sure Kapow and MrBudgie have a lot more Lockout experience. I don't think Antoo and Tiger have played that much Lockout. So, like, knowing how to overlap these kind of niche, weird things that you would only ever work towards in Lockout, um, is is gonna be the biggest challenge for them.
Mhm. Absolutely. Um, yeah, a lot's going to depend on what we see in this next board. Um, I would like to see definitely something different. Just for interest, like it would be cool if we had like either a really fast board or a really slow board. Because like that board was I think very like very mid gamey. Um,
Mhm,
and like there were some like early game-ish goals, but they were kind of like nothing like super fast.
mhm.
And
Yeah, like everything was somewhat easy of an advancement, but they were all like not exactly fast advancements. Like you have to put in time to each of them.
yeah, absolutely. But it was a pretty chaotic match in terms of the PvP. I do think it was mostly Tiger and Kapow fighting, if I remember rightly. But we'll see what happens this next game.
It was Tiger and MrBudgie and then Tiger and Kapow. So it's just Tiger. Tiger's like
Yeah,
bloodthirsty over here.
yeah, the instigator.
And we can't complain. We love some PvP. It's makes our job more fun and interesting.
Yeah.
I would
I don't know how
love
long your missions are, but I'm
yeah,
ready for
no, it's
game
usually
two.
faster than this. We're just waiting for
Oh,
server
okay, here we
reset. Oh,
go.
there we
Now
go.
look at the board. Okay. Forest spawn with ocean nearby. Um, Unique crafts is back on the board. Zoglin back on the board.
Zoglin is
Nether.
just so obnoxious. Let's just leave it till the end kind of thing, low key.
Yeah. I mean, nothing super duper fast here besides like 5 unique eats. Is all I'm seeing at the moment.
Hmm.
Um,
Use a brewing stand. Will be really RNG dependent on who finds a village first. Uh, we have like target block is kind of a fun one, or like bullseye. Um,
yeah, and there's a decent cave line here. I
mhm,
mean, if someone finds a good cave here that can get them these cave goals and get them the nether enter, it's pretty strong. I mean, a nether enter here is just a really quick 2 advancements, just entering.
mhm.
You get the enter and hopefully a zombified piglin biome. Um, but yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. I really think tempo is gonna be pretty valuable here because there's not many like super fast early game goals, as in like things we're gonna be seeing pop here in the first minute, besides like 5 unique eats.
Yeah. We have a really RNG a lot of RNG things on this board. Rabbits, goats, and cookie are all on here. Which are all RNG
We're
dependent and
seeing a
also
brawl.
all in
I
PvP
believe
right off the bat. Yeah, and who's
Antoo
gonna
is
die.
dropped.
Didn't really have too much on him, so it's not gonna be the end of the world, but uh once again, early aggression out of these players.
And looks
And
like
oh,
Tiger's about to drop too.
Tigers.
This is another great. This is like another like good position for Kapow and Budgie out of the early game. Budgie's I think explored more, and I mean Kapow is in the ocean first, and like Antoo and Tiger have just gone a full reset of their life. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
just minus 1 minute for them, basically.
yeah, this is just a head start for Kapow and Budgie. I mean, Kapow's already got the info that there's a goat bomb over there on the right, and they're spamming hitboxes to see if they can find a goat, because that can get off the board somewhat soon. I haven't seen anyone like pushing for eats yet, but I mean, it was a forest spawn. I mean, oh look, Antoo's diving for a cod right now. Um, and Budgie's got raw beef.
Buzzie's got
So
cow, yeah.
I mean, we're gonna see which way that goes. But I even if it goes Antoo and Tiger's favor, I think Kapow and Budgie are just in a better position still. Like they're
I
just
agree, I agree. They just have so much ocean here. Okay, Antu and Tiger are actually together here in this ocean. I'd like to see them split up, but also to be fair, like the ocean is just the best direction to go in this kind of spawn.
mhm.
Um, so yeah, Tiger picking up this ruined portal and or sorry, Antu picking up the ruined portal. Tiger's gonna be moving on. Yeah, trying to get these eats with this cow and sheep. Hmm. A
Um,
lot of quite a few village things. I mean, well, kind of. Oh, we
yeah,
also have 6 buckets on the board as well as the cake. So that's gonna be, you're gonna wanna get some milk for both of those things.
I mean, it looks like I think Tiger and Antoo are actually going to get the 5 unique heats here. I think they're very close, and Antoo has the benefit of having Flint and Steel to get cooked foods. I just don't
Mhm.
think I've seen Kapow eat anything. Kapow has the wheat for a goat, actually. I didn't see them get that from a shipwreck, but they do have it. Um,
Oh, yeah, rotten flesh here from the shipwreck as well, and that's gonna be the last one, getting into and Tiger, the first kinda real advancement onto this board. Um, some shipwrecks as well. We kinda have all of these players in this
yeah,
ocean.
and
Oh, is
Budgie and
somebody
Tiger are right next to each other.
yeah,
Um, this is
this
gonna be a nothing burger probably. If they just
another
stay,
another repeat of the boat chase.
yeah, this is just nothing's probably gonna happen here.
We need
They're
we
just gonna
need
boat in
the
circles.
we need the music. Oh, Bantu's actually nearby as well.
Yeah.
I need the, like, funk car race music. What's that song? The
um,
Tokyo Drift, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I mean, put banner on shields also on the board. That can happen relatively quickly. I just don't know if anyone here has like 6 wool. That's kind of annoying to get to. But I mean, it looks like Tiger's pushing for it. They got 5 wool. Um, and yeah, I think we missed it, but the red team did close out the 5 unique eats, which we expected.
No, I said it. I
Oh,
did.
I'm sorry.
Wow, just not even listening to me. I see how it is.
I'm hardly even listening to the board. Like, uh,
You're listening to the board? Is it
no,
speaking
yeah,
to you?
it speaks to
It's
me.
whispering.
That's how you get really good. And I mean, we see actually Budgie gets the craft here. Yeah, Budgie has everything for a banner, so they're gonna knock out banner on shield right now. So yeah, they trade early game advancements and unique crafts still on the board. Um, we'll see which way that goes.
Yeah. Ice Spice biome for Kapow. This is like okay, now we're getting into some better saying
Yeah,
stuff
Kapow
because
is
I was like,
still pushing for this
is this
buried treasure.
BT?
I swear they've been looking for it for a bit. I'm almost starting to
Yeah.
question, are they going the right way? I hope so.
Hopefully we
Um,
see some goats. Obviously, I don't think goats spawn in ice spikes. It has to be mountains, right? Like
no,
snowy mountains or
Kapow
whatever.
did see a grove though. I'm pretty sure. And I don't know why they didn't go back for it. Maybe they just really wanted to get this BT and they thought it would be a quick detour. How wrong they were. Oh, but they're finally on the map. It's going to be done soon.
Okay.
Um,
And
and
we
Budgie
got
Budgie has a ruined portal that
ice boat.
is enterable. Do they have the iron to make a bucket? I actually don't think they do. Um, and enter here is just like really quick too and can decide a lot. There's also the cave line that one of these teams probably wants to look at soon. Ideally overlapping it with a beehive if they're conscious enough of that. But that's not necessarily easy.
Oh, and yeah, with Kapow having this map here, gonna be lava pool on it as well. So that's kind of a good little bit of information for him. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. That actually puts Kapow in a really good spot. I really think, yeah, it looks like they're going for this lava pool, and that's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
really big enter, and like they are geared up to do this.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really compromising anything. Um, I don't know if they need flint or something, but they just like, or they just need the wood. But it doesn't look like Antoo or Tiger are in any position to enter.
No.
And early Nether here is really strong on this board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just have so much nether on this board. You kind of at this point, you just want one teammate to be in the nether for the rest of potentially the rest of the game. Um, yeah, there's just so many things. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, village for MrBudgie, but I don't see a church.
I don't see a
So,
church either. They could trade. That's the only other thing they can do here. They could push for bullseye. That's like, but I guess they don't even have a church. So yeah. Um,
um, oh yeah, just getting a furnace here. It's just like easier than creating a thing. Oh my god. I'm forgetting words.
all good.
Hello.
Um, Kapow managed to find the Titanic in the top of an iceberg, and they got some more foods, I guess. But I really think they need to be pushing for this enter that they have. because it's going to be soon. It's going to be taken away from them if they
Hmm.
don't get it. They find another Titanic. Um,
Oh, Titanic 2.0. Actually,
yeah.
the Titanic wasn't it like the like third
Oh,
of
they actually
the
do get
series? Oh,
yeah.
rabbits for Antoo. Okay, this is a good RNG for.
Yeah, they do have the snow biomes. I mean, Kapow also is in a snow biome, but I don't think they're pushing for it. They also have the template that they're going to do right now. I think that's what they were pushing for this whole time, so it makes sense. Um,
Okay, yeah. Kapow got a smithing table here. Very thrilling. Why didn't Antoo get the advancement? What happened? Did we not finish the
oh,
rabbits? Oh,
it
one of
looks like
them's
they're just
to a baby.
yeah. They should probably just boat them right now. What did they? Were they successful? Did they successfully breed? I don't know. They seem confused. I don't know if we missed something. Um, they should be able to just pull up stats and
Yeah,
just look
did
at.
did did he not? Because he only hit the babies with the carrots. You need to hit the adults. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Because I think one of them is an adult and the other two are babies.
There's the animals bred stat that I missed. Like it definitely showed on Antus. I imagine they didn't breed anything else besides babies. So if it's 0 or 1, we probably just know if we just missed it. I didn't even see 2 adults though is the thing. Yeah, they didn't even get the advancement. Yeah. Okay. This was like also a good point. Okay, so it looks like Budgie is actually going to be pushing for the cookie trade, I guess. Which is kind of committal. It's like level 3, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know if they have enough stuff to do it. I mean, they have 18 hay bales. That'll get them like most of the way there.
Yeah, because like, okay, I think Kapow is finally going to be entering the Nether. I can't believe we're 8 minutes into the seed and nobody's entered the Nether yet, even if it's just to enter to get the advancement and leave. Like,
Exactly.
this is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
I
gonna
feel.
say, I would argue that like Kapow made a slight misplay pushing for smithing table. Like it worked out, but like I really think they should have just locked in these nether goals. Just came in, punched a piglin, and then left.
Mhm,
And just finished up the smithing table then. Because like this is a much bigger threat of getting stolen. And
mhm,
like it's a bigger deal if it gets stolen, I guess.
mhm.
Um, they are in a crimson. They can actually do Zoglin with just their home portal, which is kind of fun. I think they're moving away to try and get some hoglins to spawn nearby, closer to the portal. But we'll see. It's pretty annoying to do it on your home portal. Okay, Antu finally gets the rabbits.
Oh
um,
my goodness. Yeah, Kapow picking up some mushrooms here as well. Unfortunately, no brown or red mushrooms spawn in Crimson, right? It's they have to be in just regular. So, kind of needs to find another biome uh to make that happen.
yeah. They're not the ideal position, but they also could be looking for like glowstone. I don't know how long they're ready to stay in the nether. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know if they want to play this out because like Fortress is good here. Like honestly, they should probably just play this out if they have
Yeah, I
the
was
seed
gonna
for it.
say, I feel like Kapow has enough things that he should just stay in the Nether here. Because yeah, we just have so much Nether advancements. Cookie finally taken from MrBudgie. It wasn't the worst time sink.
Absolutely not.
Like considering, jungle is just so RNG, it is like kind of annoying, but I mean, we're at 5-2, so there certainly like worse ways to sink your time.
Yeah. And a time sink isn't necessarily bad. Like there are overlaps. I don't know if they had a chicken nearby. They should be looking for like an egg so they can get cake.
Hmm.
Um, it's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe they had a beehive nearby that was going. They just need to be like they need to think about like are any of those like possibilities they can get like multiple of these time sync advancements done with, or is they only get that one?
Yeah, and I need Tiger or Antu to enter here. Like this is actually kind of stressing me out because like Kapow just has all the nether control right now, and there's so many things that he can close out the game. Like he just got mushrooms, so that's another one onto the board. Um, and yeah, spawner, red nether brick stair, hot tourist, the zombie penguin.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing that Antio and Tiger can do right now. They just need to be in the Nether and contest this. It's pretty much all under Kapow and Buddy's control at this point.
Hmm.
They just need to close out these advancements. I think Budgie's just going to try and clean up some of these easy ones in the overworld so it doesn't get too close. But um, I really think they're going to have a hard time contesting Kapow if they don't enter soon and hit a structure before Kapow. Why isn't Kapow doing punch big? A great question. No one really knows.
Nobody knows.
It looks like they're doing it now.
Okay.
Oh no, they're getting an
Oh
Enderman.
no, we're
Okay,
getting an
well,
Enderman.
I thought they
Okay.
might. Yeah, this is just like a mental fart. This happens.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
is a lot
unfortunate.
easier to criticize mental brain lags sitting here in the booth. Okay,
Yeah,
so Tiger's forcing out Anvil right now. I think I don't know if I love this play, but it's fine, I guess. Uh,
it's definitely a little slow. Like Antoo needs to be entering though if they're gonna make this play.
yeah,
Because it's gonna take Tiger a while to finish Anvil and raw ore blocks. I imagine they're gonna try and get raw ore blocks too while they're down here. Um,
yeah, we do have a hopper on the board as well,
they
or not a
technically
hopper, a
could
dispenser.
delay it. I see what you're saying. They could delay it until the opponents enter, but it's just like not worth it because like it's not like you're really making them waste time because they have a lot of reasons to enter the Nether besides just that.
True.
It's like if you want to delay anything, you normally want to waste your opponent's time, but I really don't feel like they would be wasting them much time because like it's good for the other team to enter the Nether regardless of if they get zombie piglin.
Okay,
Ah,
Kapow did actually get a pearl
yeah.
from that Enderman, and it's gonna send him on his way to this bastion right here. Um, Once again, nothing crazy, nothing on the board that you like absolutely need from the bastion, but it's just so beneficial to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it also just like there we go.
Okay,
Finally,
finally.
Kapow finally remembered. And it was probably a really good piglin to hit because I don't think they can even get chased. So it shouldn't annoy them.
Yeah. Speed bridging over lava on a server, that is a choice that I would not make. But you know what?
No, you got to respect it though. Like that is the
Yeah.
ego you need to play with. I I'm kind of lost on how Antoo and Tiger can get back into this game. I want it to be interesting, but I just don't see any potential lines. Like especially once Kapow trades this Bastion, um, they should be able to just like have full authority over the Nether.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like you said, or fire res. Dude, I can't believe we haven't I mean, I guess we just haven't had any villages with brewing stands in it yet.
Yeah,
Um,
that is surprising that's still on the board. Um,
yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, like I'm like, where is Antu going? What have we been doing? I think we're grinding out buckets right now. Yeah, we are doing buckets. I think okay, this is
you,
the thing that I'm
you
seeing.
don't need them all in your inventory, I don't believe. You just need to have 6 eventually, correct?
I don't know. I've always
Uh,
seen players do it with everything in their inventory.
you do? I
So I
swear I
don't
did
know.
it in practice without having them all at the same time. I don't know.
Because
I might
otherwise
just
you
be
would be able to
misremembering.
like just fill your
Okay,
bucket
I'm
with
just completely misremembering.
yeah, because you need like the iron. Otherwise it'd be like a lot easier.
Okay.
Um what I was gonna say is that I think that what I'm seeing out of Tiger and Antu that's really causing them to struggle is they're really struggling with the task overlap and like seeing because the key to lockout is looking at a board and seeing okay what can I do overlap what advancements like I almost kind of look at it and be like okay what can I group together okay Kapow going for Zoglin here
Oh, and these
in the
piglins are
bastion.
angry here in the Bastion. Actually, didn't get out of range, and they're ooh, this
Oh,
is really bad.
oh my god we're
Um,
so low oh my god.
a good safety play. This is slow, but at least they just need to sit here and
Oh
regen.
my god dude the baby.
Yeah. They
This is
probably just
scary.
need to take some time and deal with these zombie piglins and just hold them all.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not gonna path into that. Um,
They in fact do not path directly into their death into lava.
yeah, they got to be careful with this though, because I mean, if a hoglin rolls up, they're just gonna get this is gonna get dicey again.
Oh my god, this is
There's
so
a
scary.
lot of piglins. I guess
There's so
I don't know how the aggro chained into the Bastion. I did not think they were gonna be in range.
this is scary.
Yeah, yeah, this is kind of a disaster. And I mean, they placed all their obby. Are they gonna try and despawn? Is that what they're going for? Um, I mean, it would work. It's just gonna take a bit. Uh, it helps for Antoo and Tiger. I mean, there is still like a good line if they enter the Nether and are like and things go their way. Like they can get glowing, they could get mob spawner, they could get red Nether brickster, they could get comparator. There's a lot of things that they can still take. Um,
Mhm.
it's just that Kapow should be the one who gets them.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, because even like it's just free arrows in the bastion too for glowing.
right. Oh
I don't
man, this is
know.
a disaster.
Oh my god, dude, this is
Ka-
so
Kapow needs to just clean out these zombie piglins.
this is
They just need to make
so
like a hole or
scuffed.
okay. They're making the portal. They're going through the portal. I don't even know if they have a hoglin at this like this high up anymore. Um,
How long does it take to get rid of the aggro?
I don't think it ever goes away.
And
As
never
long as you're
unless you die?
unless you die, or they're like loaded, or they're like
Low
despawned.
key, I mean, he doesn't have any okay, getting no shield, fair enough. He doesn't have any cheaper beds, but like it might be worth it to just take a hunger reset here and use it to get rid of the uh aggro.
Mhm. Yeah, it's actually a fair idea. Or they could wait for someone else to enter the Nether, and then they can get these mobs despawned. Um, because they can like leave the Nether and just load the chunks and they'll despawn. But it's just like I don't know. It's just like a
Ooh.
silly solution to a bad problem.
Okay, Tiger is on 1 HP from these spiders cave spider spawners, but he does have a spider spawner, but it's a cave spider spawner, and it's a little bit scary. We don't have any food? Question mark.
They need to get a bed. They need to
You
just
need
like break these webs and make a bed.
oh my god, webs for bed is so
They actually
slow.
do have food. They're just not eating it. I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know why. They can definitely regen. I see a sus stew and 6 mutton, 4 rotten flesh. Um,
It's
so
giving oh, a brewing stand for Antoo. We just need a water
and
bottle to be able to use it.
yeah, I mean things are going a little okay for them, but it's still just like there's too much in the Nether that they're giving up right now. They need to. Yeah, I think Kapow's really pushing. I mean, not Kapow, but Tiger's really pushing for this hunger reset rather than eating, which is fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, thank you. Okay. Okay, Kapow, back in the Nether. Let's see, can we make this Soglin happen?
Doesn't seem like they're getting completely jumped right now. I didn't actually see how they managed it, but it looks a lot better. Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
it's really brutal doing it inside the Bastion, especially stables. You really want
I
to get
know.
like a
I'm just
more
like,
isolated area, ideally. But
is this really worth all the time you're investing? I mean, I know they have full nether control right now, so they're like not super stressed, but you still like have to think that your opponents could enter at any time. So you have to be like, do you want to time sync all the way into this? Or do you, I mean, I guess MrBudgie is in the nether here as well now, so at least he can overlap some other things. Yeah, he's gonna get comparator. So that's 9 on the board. I don't know why Kapow hasn't been glowing, to be honest. And Spider Spawner is going to go in favor of Tiger. So getting this mineshaft has been
oh, I like this. Budgie's gonna actually use
beneficial.
the dispenser they crafted to shoot glowing on themselves, which is just like a nice little silly overlap you can do.
Yeah.
Because getting 2 bows is a little annoying.
Slay. Okay, so that's glowing. We're at 10 now. This is getting we just need hot tourist destination, probably is gonna be one. And the Zoglin or the red nether brickstone. Should be fair. Crafting a red brother oh my god, I can't speak. A red nether brick stair is kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's
We
just a
do
bit
have
of a time sink, but like you just need you get a fortress and it'll happen. Did
we do
Kapow?
have
Oh yeah,
a
there we
goat
go.
for Antoo.
Kapow
But
finally gets the Zoglin.
did
Oh
it
wow.
work? Yes, it did work.
Yeah. And Tiger does another death reset. You can see them using their raw ore blocks as building blocks now. But yeah, it looks like Tiger's finally ready to enter Nether, and we need a beautiful spawn for this game to have any hope. Like we need Tiger to spawn in the fortress. That's the only thing that
Yeah,
can really help.
yeah, we need a fortress and we need like all of the biomes right next to each other, just like perfectly intersecting.
Yeah, that would give them a breath of hope, but really, it's still pretty doomed at that point. They just have a bit of a deep hole they're in. Um,
And Antoo found a goat, but didn't find another goat. And I really hope that he put the first goat in a boat. Holy fuck, I can't speak today.
yeah, it's all right. And then like, oh, this is just so awkward. Like, Antu just doesn't have enough they can do in this overworld anymore.
Hmm.
They could push for like bullseye. I just don't think they have the. I don't know if they ever got redstone. I think they went in a cave earlier. I just don't know if they got it. They have the brewing stand. They really should just knock that out before.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a water bottle, so he has to craft a water bottle, which is like
But
kind of obnoxious, but like it doesn't take that long.
it doesn't take that long, and like they're near a forest. They could technically overlap it with like a beehive, and while they wait for wax, like or they can wait.
Hmm.
They can overlap it with waiting for a chicken to drop an egg. Because they in their mind they need to clean up this whole entire overworld. There is no
Yeah,
goal on this
like it
overworld,
needs
but
to literally everything on the overworld needs to go to Antu, basically.
um, he
Oh,
wants
he
to
wants to
overlap it with
overlap it
water
with
breathing.
water breathing.
That's actually fair. I couldn't tell that was water breathing, to be honest. I don't know any potion colors. It's a little dicey, but they're probably going to work out. They're kind of betting on a little minor misplay, like from Kapow and Budgie to not bring stuff for a bottle. Well, I mean, actually, this could happen really fast if Kapow enters a Bastion because they have fire res pots. They could just totally get it. Like it's dicey. They don't have the info to know that Kapow isn't like close to a fortress, is what I'm saying.
That's true. That's true.
But we
Yeah,
should be
we're
okay. I mean, we see Tiger in the Nether. They're not at a fortress. They're in an SSV. I don't know. It looks like their compass is pointed the opposite direction of whoever they're tracking, so it doesn't look like they're trying to fight. Um, and honestly, a fight would probably help them a lot if they win it. It's just I don't think they could win it. They shouldn't be able to win it against Kapow at least.
Mhm. I mean, there is, yeah, and like especially with MrBudgie so close, even if Tiger does win a fight against Kapow, um, MrBudgie should, in theory, be close enough that he can run back and potentially kill Tiger and win it out. Obviously, like there's a world where Tiger wins both of those, but so far, I mean,
Yeah,
Kapow has more stuff. I feel like Kapow's been
e-
slightly stronger in the PvP, but it's been close. It's been close.
even if even if Tiger drops both of them, this is still like a pretty rough board for
Oh yeah,
Tiger and
for
Andrew
sure.
to close out. Um,
Like it's just two left for MrBudgie and Kapow.
yeah, I mean, unique crafts is technically still stealable. I don't think anyone's really put any much time into that. Uh,
But also like
but
Kapow has everything from the Bastion. So even if like Tiger or Antu steals it back,
uh,
he can just sit there and grind stuff out. And
yeah,
there's a fortress for
uh,
Kapow. Well, we're both in
but
the
also
fort.
Tiger's in a fort.
Is
I
it the
think they're in
same
different
fort?
forts.
Oh, they're different?
Uh, I actually don't know. Maybe. Well, actually, no. Kapow. I can't see their compass. It's just too small. I can't see if they're tracking straight to Tiger. Kapow should track onto Tiger. I think that's like probably the best play. They should just like ego up and say like, I will win this fight because I have fire res and I have a lava bucket and you do not. Um, Tiger was SSV and so is Kapow's.
Oh, Tiger
Uh,
died. Oh no.
that
That's
yeah
GG.
that
Oh,
takes out almost all hope.
yeah.
Oh, and there's the yeah that's the
Oh,
game.
doesn't even
Yeah,
matter. Yeah, we finished everything else. Okay.
yeah. Water breathing and brewing stand went to who? Did Kapow have a brew?
No, MrBudgie did it.
Oh, Budgie did it.
Hmm.
Oh,
No,
okay.
wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's GG. Kapow and MrBudgie are going to be taking the win. And moving forward in the bracket, of course, this is a single elimination bracket. So That is the last we will see of Antoo and Tiger for today. Yeah, MrBudgie crafting a red nether brick snare at the end too. Just to make sure we got 14.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they will be moving forward to play against the winner of Hacking and Rowell versus Red Pill and Aquacord. That match is happening tomorrow. So that's going to be a really scary matchup as well. I'm looking forward to that match. Yeah, we are going to jump in to a little interview shortly with the winners. Any thoughts before we get the players in here, Mime?
It's pretty clinical. I don't know. They just did. They clearly had a better early game plan than Tiger and Antoo in both games, and I think that kind of just gave them control over both games, which is just like what a good lockout team should do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Oh my god, I'm sorry I'm yawning, guys. I forgot my tea in the kitchen, and so I have no caffeine in me. And it is early. Anyways, but I think like it really came down to that like mental process of being able to overlap everything and make sure that you're positioning you and your teammate in such a way that you're putting yourself at an advantage. So I think it really does. It really came down to I think that Antoo and Tiger just haven't played enough Lockout. Um, I don't think either of them has really sunk that much time into Lockout before this tournament. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
yeah.
how much time they put in, but like they still played pretty well. Like they
Oh,
did
for
a good
sure,
job.
for
Hello.
sure.
Why are we
Hello.
lying? No one played well. Stop lying.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
my goodness.
okay. He's lying.
How are you guys feeling after that 2-0 win?
Pretty
Terrible.
good.
He's
I'm
lying.
excited. I'm feeling good. I'm happy.
Yeah,
Do you
no,
guys
you
feel like
guys
you played well?
I
Or do you guys?
I think I played better than I usually do, so I'm happy about that.
I played fucking terribly. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're a little bit on opposite sides here.
Good cop, bad
I
cop.
feel like you guys you still secured both of those matches pretty confidently. I think they were both 13-6s.
Yeah,
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly like towards the end we just pulled like I don't know, we just got ahead with a lot of the goals because I feel like both games is not too far apart at the beginning. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely think we were just discussing kind of what the difference was, and I think the microphone. I think it came down to like you guys have had a better like task overlap and making sure that you were both working on different things and kind of like efficiently grinding through the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's
But
another big advantage you guys had was just through early games. You pretty much always came out with like a minute head start, which like as in like you guys just dropped them and you were the first ones in the ocean, like both games, which kind of just gave you
Yeah.
guys full control over like who got to the first shipwreck, who got to the first village. A lot of
Yeah.
like your early game definitely I think snowballed in my opinion, and then
Mhm.
as well as just like I did think you guys were just more efficient with your time, which helped.
Thank you.
But yeah, do you guys have any we can circle all the way back to that first seed. Do you guys have any thoughts, opinions, feelings?
I already forget the first board and
I
seed.
remember it. I ate shit to Tiger. I ate shit to him. I'm
Oh
fucking up
yeah.
this gear. He's got fucking nothing. He's naked. And I'm just like, what if I be incredibly scared of him and it just goes terribly? It's just not the right play. And I lose the fight like a noob and it's so embarrassing.
I mean, to be fair, you got him down to one heart, so it wasn't like it was close.
I
With
should have
a
gone
little
him
bit
to
of a
0.
piglin assist.
Really? That's
Yeah,
gold, man.
a piglin hit him right after you died and got
Oh,
Oh,
him.
right.
I
Oh,
see.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm actually wondering, did you guys ever feel like you were losing in this first seed? Did you ever feel like the other team like had more control? Did you ever think it was like even? Or did you always
I
feel like you were
don't.
winning?
I don't think so.
They were always just winning. Like, the only, like, the worst part we had was when I died. But low key, like, Budgie just had things to chain into. I had things to chain into even though I died. Like it was a
Yeah,
bit
like the
detrimental there,
keys.
like for the
Like
mental,
right
but
when he
yeah.
died, he was just able to easily go for the wax thing.
Hmm.
So that was nice.
We just knew the next step even if I died. And Budgie had so many things he was already working on, so it's just fine.
Yeah, I definitely think the first game, like, it came out as a 13-6, but I actually thought there were some like kind of dicey moments, maybe that like, maybe just because we could see all POVs. Like, I know Budgie was working on things, but like so was Antoo, so was Tiger. I think Tiger was working on like comparator when you got it to close it out, and they
Ooh.
should have had control over the Nether. But like you guys were still like in the driver's seat. I definitely think Seed 1 was closer than Seed 2 though. I don't think Seed 2, like after the first like 5 or 6 minutes, I thought you guys pretty much had that game.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Something
I mean,
else. Oh,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Seed 1 at the start of the game. Like I kind of won the village. There's like that one village that Tiger's trying to
Mm-hmm.
fight me for. But then later on, he was just chasing me for so long, and I wasn't sure why. I was like, what does he want? He just disabled my shield for me and then still kept chasing, and I was so confused because I thought that was all he wanted for me to
I think
disable his shield.
I think Tiger is just bloodthirsty.
It felt like it. He was out for blood.
He wanted you so
Right.
bad.
It definitely was a little confusing. Oh, Tiger thought the shield was to be the one who disables his shield, not to get your shield
Oh
disabled.
no,
Oh
dude.
no, that's tough.
That sucks.
If only he could read the board. It would save lives.
Oh dear.
All right, do you want to talk about C2?
Oh my no.
I would love to talk about how that Zoglin went for you, Kapow.
Oh, bro. Okay. Let's talk about that. That sounds great. No,
Oh,
Mr.
he didn't
Budgie.
react or anything?
I was bridging to the Bastion, and Mr. Budgie's like, remember aggro a piglin, and I'm thinking that's actually a great idea because I'm bridging across a lava lake. I can punch this piglin, and I can deport myself to like North Zambia, and they just won't care anymore. But they still cared. They wanted me so bad in the Bastion, and it was just so silly, and I didn't even know they wanted me. And it was all going terrible. And then I remembered from Rose that structured hoglins, they just don't die or they don't despawn. And so, because I had that fresh in my brain, I'm trying to force it so hard. When in reality, I should just move on with my life. I barely even needed the Bastion. What I needed to find a fortress. What did the Bastion give me? Fucking minus 10 minutes. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, like in an ideal world, you manage that like quicker, and I think it probably is like still correct to just get it done there.
Yeah, if you're
But
not
yeah, I
terrible at
actually
it.
don't know how those zombie piglins like, because like their aggro like chains between like zombie piglins, but I don't know where the chain like happened because it should not have been able to
Yeah.
cross that lava pool. Like I thought you were gonna be fine too.
They fucking bossed up, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
so
we
hard.
both like saw you hit that and we are like, oh, that's like the perfect like Zoglin to hit. Like it's so good. And then it was just not so good.
Yeah. Did you just forget about it when you entered the Nether, and then like Budgie
Yes.
reminded you? Yeah, that's
Yes, I
fine.
completely forgot.
Yeah, no,
That's what we thought.
it definitely happens.
Hmm.
Any thoughts from you, Budgie?
I don't think so. I don't
No,
know.
I feel like your gameplay was really solid in that second seed. You're just kind of grinding and very
Oh,
linear from you.
dude, I was a little annoyed by the first village because if it had a cleric house and like more hay bales, I could have been able to get like a lot more things. Like I would just have it had everything for bullseye
Oh
for
right,
getting
yeah.
the used brewing stand and all that. I was a little disappointed, but luckily there's barely enough stuff to make it work.
Yeah, that was
For,
oddly like it was oddly slow, some of those advancements, because like normally bullseye is something like people can do like the first or second night. But
yeah.
I think both teams just got rolled. I don't think we didn't see like a brewing stand village until I think Antoo found an abandoned village
Yeah.
with the brewing stand.
Oh, yeah, something I was also proud of myself for is keeping the dispenser. Like a lot of
Oh,
times
I
you
love
just like
that. Yeah.
throw out like those sort of things and you make them. But like I didn't have a bow and it was the only way to do it. I felt
Oh
so
yeah,
big
it
brain.
genuinely was like the best play you could have done, I think.
No, we saw that and we're like, oh yeah, smart.
He's a
I think
genius.
I think I saw like Fruit do that once in a lockout match. But like otherwise, it's like it's very niche. I don't think most people like would see that play.
All right. Well, you guys will be moving on to the quarterfinals to play either Hacking Noises and Row or Red Pill and Aquacord. Do
Oh,
you guys
dear.
do you have a preference between those two teams of who you would rather play?
Red Pill and Aquacord. We've played
They're
with them
just
before,
worse.
I think, right? Yeah, we played with them before. I think we stand a chance. But
That's it.
I think it doesn't even matter though, to be honest. If me and Budgie both boss up, I think we're better than both teams.
yeah, we can do it.
Wow. Okay.
we
I
do
like the
it.
confidence. I like the
Of
confidence.
Yeah,
course,
but we have to
we
boss
can't.
up, and that's so difficult.
We're in here to win.
Period. Love that for
Yeah,
you. Yeah. You guys are going to make it to the end?
of course.
Of course, yeah.
So how have your scrims been against Red Pill and Aquacord?
I don't know if we played directly against them. We just played in like big lobbies with them.
Oh, gotcha.
So we just
But
kind
you
of
guys
like
haven't scrimmed against like Hacks or Ral either.
I've
Kapow
played Hexen Rally.
has.
Yeah, I've beaten them once. I'm like 1-4 against them. It's so bad.
Yeah, but they always ask to play when I'm at school or when I'm sleeping, so I never get a chance.
Yeah, they're trying to pick you apart.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, because they're EU.
meanies.
And the other question I've been asking people is, I don't think I've asked you guys this yet. If you guys aren't the ones who win, who do you predict to be the ones to win the tournament?
There's one
Whoever
right
beats
answer.
us. I don't care who, just whoever beats
True,
us.
true. Yep.
If they don't
Because
win,
you
it's
guys are the second
embarrassing.
best.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise,
Oh
it's
no,
just
we're the best,
mental.
but maybe if someone does beat us, then I guess they take that role, but it's not gonna happen. Let's
Well,
be
who do
real.
you think?
Okay.
Who do you think would beat you? Yeah, like if anyone's gonna beat you, I guess
Yeah.
that's the next question. Right?
My clones and Kapow's clones.
These are non-answers. I'm not excited.
I mean,
Fine,
there's no an
I'm
actual
pushing.
answer.
I'll look at the bracket. I don't even.
All right, so
You and Feinberg, you're pretty smart and good. Okay, I just
Okay.
gotta say the truth.
Wow,
appreciate
it.
glazing out here, glazing the commentators.
Of course.
Oh,
If
Norman
Nat
Fag.
was teamed with you, I bet you guys would also do amazing. You know?
No, I would probably slow everybody down, but that's why I'm sitting here talking instead of playing.
It's okay. You just accidentally toss your full leather armor to the other team, so they get it.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
No, that would be accurate. All right. Well, do you guys have any last remarks before we close things out?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, we have a lot going on today and tomorrow, so definitely don't go anywhere. Okay, yeah. So we are going to stay live. Our next match is going to be Lathel and Cube versus Flays and Carrot, and that is in how many hours?
Half an hour. I'm
Half an
commentating
hour.
that. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Good for you.
So we have another match in half an hour. So make sure you come back for that because we will stay live. And then we have one more match today of TJ Things and Eric versus Automat and Sopal after that. And then we have 2 games tomorrow, Hacks and Rowell versus Red Pill and Aquacord, as well as a match that got rescheduled, which is the Fruit and Dylan versus Ather and Altoid. So anyways, make sure you guys come back in 30 minutes for this next match that Kapow will be commentating for. Thank you, Mime, for hanging out in the booth with me. It's fun.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys soon.